Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last episode, we left off with doing part of the tutorial. We finished everything with sunny smiles, then we've talked to Trudy, we fixed the radio, we learned about Ringo, and we're still in the tutorial section of the game, so the next logical step is going to talk to Ringo, because the only other quests I have at this moment are DLC quests, which I'm level 1, so we still have quite a bit of ways to go before I even contemplate doing any of the DLCs. Between episodes, which is a day for me, but a lot has happened in terms of figuring stuff out. I pretty much went through and made sure all the mods are working the way they're supposed to. The only one that kind of doesn't want to cooperate completely is the mouse acceleration in the menus, which in this menu, it works fine. Whenever I go to the pause menu, I can't control where my mouse goes. So that mod kind of works. And then, the other thing I fixed was the audio levels between episodes, because I realized that, one, the gunplay and the ambient noises are entirely too loud, and then the voices were a little quiet when I was editing, so I did my best to try to balance audio in-game, so I wouldn't have to do it as much while editing, because there's a lot of editing that goes into these videos, believe it or not, because there's just a lot of cutting out dead space, because there's a lot of thinking and decision-making, and just a lot of stuff that isn't really happening. So most of you seasoned veterans know what happens whenever we walk into the gas station, but I want to take a look around because the cut content mod is actually working, and I want to see if there's any new stuff that's been added in, because while I do consider myself to be a New Vegas aficionado, I would be lying if I said I remembered everything always. So, like, for instance, this building. Mentats have worn off. Okay, we're back to being dumb, fair enough. I can't remember if this building is important or not, because I've never had a reason to come to this part of Goodsprings. Take that, though. Just doing a little bit of exploring, not really looking for anything in particular. Is that a Legion? No, that's just a rusty board. However, we are going to go back up to the cemetery, because I'm sure there are people that have been losing their minds if they saw episode 1. Also, those bushes still have not completely rendered in. That I missed the bobblehead last episode, and I was aware I missed the bobblehead, but... or the snow globe in this game, sorry. Right here. I just missed it. I knew it was here. I'm not stupid. You found the limited edition Mojave Landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has some collectors will pay dearly for them. Yeah. So, don't worry if those of you that watched episode 1 and saw me come to the cemetery and then leave without the bobblehead or the snow globe, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I was aware it was there. I'm not a dummy. But also, we had to come back to the cemetery to get the distinctive cigarette butts, because those will be important for questing later on. And then there is some other stuff we can do around Goodsprings, but a few things before we get there. One, the bunker is over there. I would like to get into that bunker, but I don't have the weaponry, the firepower, the stamina, literally anything. I'm a level 1 dummy to take on the Rad Scorpions, and I probably don't have the credits to get into that building. So now that we've done everything we can do at the cemetery, aside from grave rob, which I can't do because I don't have a shovel. I could go buy a shovel, but I'll get to it eventually. There's a list of stuff we're going to do, and that's not at the top of my list. Right now, we're going to go back to the gas station and go talk to Ringo to progress this part of the game. So back at the gas station, this might go sideways because I don't know if my skills are going to be high enough to talk to Ringo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm Tuck. I'm here to talk to you. I'm not an enemy if that's what you're asking. If you're going to shoot, you better not miss. Let's play tough guy with tough guy.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
Absolutely not, man. I have been playing Fallout New Vegas for almost 14 years, and I could not tell you how the hell to play the game of Caravan.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Having played this game many times and beaten the Goodsprings part of this game many times, it's funny that Ringo says that, because from my POV, granted I'm not on that high of a difficulty, but like the powder gangers that show up to fight generally never put up that much of a fight. Like, they show up with maybe a few handguns. Most of them have melee weapons. Like, you already have a pistol. You're already winning the fight, man. Why are the powder gangers out to get you? What are you going to do about the powder gangers? Can you tell me anything about Goodsprings? He's not from here, so what are you going to do about him?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I will ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Will do, Ringo. I'm pretty sure... Okay, no. Some of the stuff in here is marked as take, some of it's marked as steal. So, while I'm here, I'm going to take the stuff that is marked as take. That doctor's bag is a big one. I'm going to take as much Sunset Sarsaparilla as this man will allow me to take, because the drop percentage for the star bottle caps works out to be about 5%. If I remember correctly the last time I looked into everything. I'm not going to be able to open that. It's interesting. Everything in here... Okay, there we go. That ammo is his. Everything else is... he doesn't care about. I can't open that yet, so we will come back when the next time we talk to this dude. So thankfully, out of the gate, I spec'd my character in speech, so despite us being a socially awkward, low charisma dumbass, we should still be able to persuade some of the townsfolk. We might have to do some digging for some skill magazines to talk to, like, Easy Pete, and then bartering with Chet, but we will cross that bridge when we come to that bridge. Sonny.
Hey there.
I know you're still grieving about Cheyenne, but let's have a chat.
Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in.
Alright, simple enough. Sunny Smiles is always ready to help.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
TLDR, if I would have followed the rest of those lines of dialogue, for those of you that don't know for whatever reason, it's just gonna say, like, you have to do a certain skill check in a certain skill set. Like Easy Pete, Dynamite Dude, you need to have an explosives check. Chet, the general store owner, you have to have a barter check. I don't remember what Trudy's is. She's not here. I could wait. 9:45 and the bartender's not in the bar? That seems kind of silly. What kind of bar isn't bumping at 9:49? I don't remember where Trudy lives. I know Chet is going to be in here because he lives here, so... Oh, I walked by him. What were you doing?
You looking to buy some supplies?
I need to help, Powder Ganger. Powder Ganger's bad, need help.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Really not. Okay, yeah, my barter skill is nowhere.
Right. Just keep me...
So even with a skill magazine, I can't convince Chet. Which, conveniently enough, there's a magazine right there, so we'll come back. Actually, what are the rest of my skills? Explosives is 20. Do I have a magazine for that? Because I could definitely talk to Easy Pete right now. Not that... Anyway, not that Easy Pete's dynamite is gonna, like, sway the outcome of the fight. Mainly, I would just like to do it for the skill check and XP, but if it comes to that, oh well. So, let me look around. Try to get some more people on our side before we do anything. Doc Mitchell should have some stuff. Take the rest of the stuff that I couldn't get from Doc Mitchell the last time I was here, I suppose. You're still sitting here. What's up, man?
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. You take...
Alright, so Doc Mitchell is just a good guy, and we're taking complete advantage of him by taking everything in his house, because he didn't even have a skill check to get those. I feel like at some point I would have known that, but... I guess I forgot. There's nothing else in here that I want to take. The books kind of have value, nothing else in Doc Mitchell's house is really worth anything. Not to, like... make fun of Doc Mitchell, I'm going the wrong way. But the rest of his house is just kind of here. However, there is this. Do I have repair? I don't have repair of 20. What about this? Chemistry set. Create some stim packs. Alright. There's a magazine. What is that? Today's physician and then reading glasses. Can I put those on? I can, but they don't do anything. Never mind. Alright, so we got Doc Mitchell on side. Unfortunately, that didn't really do anything for me. I mean, it gave me stim packs, which is cool. I like stim packs, but I'm kind of XP hunting right now. I don't remember what house is Trudy's. Alright, this is Easy Pete's house. For some reason, this footlocker is marked as... Actually, everything in this room is marked as not owned. Interesting, okay. Easy Pete lives in this house, but he doesn't sleep in the big bedroom. I am over encumbered. What is in here? Take a purified water, y'all can keep the rest. Like I said, we will talk to Easy Pete later, because I don't have the necessary skill checks for him. I will take a today's physician, though. There's a locksmith's reader. Okay, cool. We can go back to the safe in the gas station and open that now if we want to.
Hello.
Oh, here's Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
And we have enough speech to talk to her.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Probably, but Chet's kind of a dickhead, but I think that should be enough for a level up, which means I can boost my barter. Hopefully enough to have... enough of a chance to convince Chet. So... we need to get this to 15 for a magazine to boost. I'm gonna get guns to 35. Lockpick is fine at 20 for the time being. Let's get medicine to 20. Repair to 20, and then just invest in speech because it's the most overpowered skill in this game, so we will talk that. And then, right now, the only perks that would be interesting for me to take are one of these three. I think I'm just gonna take intense training. Let's invest this point into intelligence. And that is how we are going to waste our first level up. Oh, I see you're a roomie with the lady from the water thing.
Hey.
Alright, here's a dangerous game, boys and girls. That, right there, is a star bottle cap. It is the first star bottle cap in this playthrough, which means whenever I pick this up, it triggers the homeboy Malcolm Holmes to spawn into the map, and eventually he will track us down, and he will find us. And he will probably sneak up on us, and it'll just be a scary time because he never pops up in a set place. He could follow you for days, he could follow you the second I step out of this door. We don't know. But, with that said, there's the first star bottle cap of the game in my inventory, which means Malcolm Holmes is now on the map, he is in play, and it is gonna just be a waiting game until that absolute lunatic tracks me down.
Hey there.
And starts gapping at me about star bottle caps. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go back to the Goodsprings general store. It's nighttime. Chet should be sleeping. Means I'm hidden, which means I can take this. Hopefully. Then which means I can open my inventory and read said magazine that I just took. Wherever it may be. I didn't even need to take it. I already had one, but Like I said in episode 1, I don't like Chet, so I don't feel bad about stealing from him. He's gonna wake
You
up.
looking to buy some supplies?
We're gonna rehab the conversation that we had earlier. Excuse the hiccup, I apologize.
This again?
But this time we came prepared with knowledge.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And, I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You
Of course,
understand.
Chet. However, with that said, having a plasma pistol this early into the game might not be a terrible thing. It would probably be hella unbalanced considering I'm level 2 and plasma pistols are like mid-game content, but you know what? No, I'll take it. I might not use it right now, but I'll take it.
Another satisfied customer.
Absolutely, Chet.
Take it easy now.
So with that said, now our weight is down to 70 out of 110, which means I can go back and do the other thing I was trying to do a minute ago. Probably off camera because I cut it out because you didn't need to know about it then, but we're going to go over to Victor's shack. Not talk to Victor, but we're going to take stuff from him because he has stuff in his shack that is very interesting. So, hello Victor, don't mind me, we're going right by you into your shack, and of course nothing in Victor's shack is labeled as stealing, so just it's free. Take it. He does have the weapon thing, some energy cells for the plasma pistol I just bought, which is dope, some 9mm fission batteries, which are always good to sell, scrap metal, which is always nice to have, a broken sink and a broken toilet because he's a robot, I guess. Oddly enough, he has a bed. And then there's some more books and some more scrap metal over here if you're interested in that, but Victor does have some interesting stuff in his shack if you never came in here before.
Howdy, partner.
What's up, bro? We're not talking. We're not homies like that. So, with that said, the last person we have to sweet talk is Easy Pete. So, I'm not sure if I can do that yet. Another Salesman Weekly. There are so many Salesman Weeklies in Goodsprings. Alright, so I've been sitting here brainstorming on how I can boost my perception or boost my explosives. So we're going to go back and have another chat with Chet. See if he has a magazine that I can read that would help me be not stupid at explosives because I can't boost my perception any more than I already have.
Hey
Unless he has a super drug that boosts
there.
it
You
by
looking to
more
buy
than
some
one.
supplies?
If the reading glasses did anything, I might be able to work with something here, but we don't have that, so... You have an explosives magazine. No, you don't. Chet, this is why we are never gonna get along.
Take it easy now.
Go back to bed, bro. Take a nap. You have anything in your shop that I could take? 22 silenced pistols, pretty neat, but it's not what I need. Nope, unfortunately, the only magazine you happen to have was the one that helped me swindle you earlier, so... Alright, it's looking like we might just have to take the L on Easy, because I can't seem to find anything that helps me unless there's a magazine in his house that would give me some benefit. Don't think there is. Let's shoot our shot and just see where it gets us.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Yep, I can't boost my perception or explosives enough to get to that, so...
Keep...
Alright, we tried. Let's just go back to Ringo and we'll initiate Ghost Town gunfight. Ringo, let me step around you here, buddy, while I open this safe. Maybe there's something in here that can help me. I'm sorry, is my lockpicking not good enough? Take the magazine, now let's do it. Wow, what a waste of a magazine. I'll take the 35 caps, I guess. Alright, Ringo, we're as good as we're gonna get.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us, man.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's...
The only other person I could talk to is Easy Pete, and like I said, explosives isn't high enough for him to talk to us, and honestly, his dynamite isn't gonna help us that much anyway, so...
Alright, I'm ready. I hope.
You're giving them way too much...
Time to look alive.
Whoa, Sonny.
The powder gangers are here to play.
Sure, okay. How many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
They are prisoners, but they just look that way, man. They're not actually a threat.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
For show. Oh, alright. Go get ready for a fight. And then all I really have is my Varmint rifle and a pistol, so... Actually, no, that's not true. I do have my plasma pistol. Does my plasma pistol at this point do more damage than anything else, though? Damage 20, damage 8. Oh, yeah, it's not even close. I also have a laser pistol. Not sure where I got that one. I'm not spec'ing energy weapons, but... I do not care. Joe Cobb, I'm gonna take the shot on your head. And homeboy, I'm gonna take the shot on your head. I missed Joe Cobb, but I critical hit that powder ganger. He's a pile of goop now.
Had enough?
Okay, I'm almost dead in the gunfight because I'm the only person getting shot at right now, so let's take some healing to stop from becoming dead. Hope we can finish off Joe Cobb with that. Really, I am the only person you guys are fighting right now. Alright, the powder gangers have shunned me, I don't care. Vilified by the powder gangers, idolized by Goodsprings, W. Common Tuck, W. What do you got, Ringo?
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome, man. That's all I gotta say to you.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Will do, man. Alright, I'm gonna go loot everybody that I killed, see if there's anything interesting to take. What's up, dickhead? Thanks for your help. Appreciate you. I legitimately do not think the powder gangers got close enough to them to even, like, trigger their combat cones, so... You got something to say, or you just beelining? Oh, you just wanted to come check out the fight? You know what, bro? Fair enough. It was pretty interesting. Should have been here. Alright, so real quick, let's get rid of some of these sunset sarsaparillis. That'll heal me up over time and get part of the weight situation under control. Even if that isn't the most efficient way of healing, I'm not necessarily that concerned about it, just because I want to get some of that stuff out of my inventory anyway. We're gonna walk slowly as hell over to this general store, and I'm gonna sell all the spoils of war, take inventory, and then plan what's gonna be next in the sequence of events for us here. And alrighty, now that we've sold off some of the stuff and then used some of the other stuff to repair my existing items, we're back to about half capacity with weight, which means we can run freely about the Mojave again. What's up, dickhead, again? And unless I'm just having a complete case of idiocy, that should be everything Goodsprings has to offer us. That was Ghost Town Gunfight. That seems like the logical conclusion to the end of this episode. However, let's do a little bit of exploring right now while I talk about what the game plan going forward is. The honest and expected way everybody wants to go is probably just going straight to Prim. That'll probably be what happens in the next episode. Right now, I would like to revisit the things I pointed out at the beginning of this episode, so we're going to make our way over to the War Memorial, and then from there we're going to hook a... Before you go deeper into the Wasteland, you may revise your character. No, I'm good. Character's fine. However, that is a pretty easy get-out-of-jail-free card if you want to choose to do that. If you want to spec your character at the very beginning of the game just to get through Goodsprings, and then after that you can respec your character to get out of the Wasteland and have stuff that would matter more elsewhere than Goodsprings. Alright, well, with that, I'm out of ammo, so on to the 9mm pistol. This has to be something added in by a mod, because I have never seen this before. Sorry, Coyote. If this is in base Fallout... The Devil's Gullet. Is this in vanilla New Vegas? Dude, I am genuinely scratching my head. Is this in vanilla New Vegas? Is there anything down here other than these ammo boxes? Just some 29mm ammo and a blue bottle cap, which is gonna make Malcolm Holmes' boner get even bigger. Some MF cells, there's nothing in there. Is there anything else down here? Dude, if this is in vanilla New Vegas, I'm just a dumbass, I guess. But anyway, back up we go. Interesting little thing to look at. Over to the War Memorial, which is right there, as the dawn breaks. The Yangtze Memorial. I'm not sure if there's actually anything at the Yangtze War Memorial, but we are here anyway. Right, there's a rock. Not the best stuff, but I'll take it. And then that's going to get us a pretty good look at some other parts of the wasteland. We got the NCRCF Correctional Facility. We got Prim over yonder. That gap right there is Quarry Junction. That over there is Vegas Obvi. Black Mountain. Is that the Big Empty? Really? Is that Old World Blue? No, that's Repcon. That's Repcon. They just use similar dome shapes. People that know a lot about New Vegas, ignore what I just said. You're probably cringing. I forgot that Repcon existed, but... Let's see. Beyond here is Deathclaw territory. Over that way, so... Let's double back to the shack over there and hope that there's nothing in my way between here and there, because I don't really have much in the terms of armor. Or firepower. I'm rocking a 9mm pistol right now. Alright, into the abandoned shack we go. Is there anything in here? Some dirty water. Lad's life. First aid box. I'll take whatever's in there. Some maze, a machete. Scrap electronics that I can sell or use to craft at some point. A weapons workbench. Steady. And that's about it. Some more ammo and some ammo supplies, but... Oh, that's all we got. Alright, and then with that said, that's basically all I really wanted to do in this episode. So we will dip back out as quietly as we came in to avoid anything with rad scorpions. Actually, I'm curious. I keep saying that. The mods I installed have piqued my curiosity because there's just new stuff. So I want to go up here real quick. Is there anything up here? Or can I see anything up here? Quick save before I completely break the game. Can I cheese my way in Skyrim, jump my way into Quarry Junction? Nope, it does not appear so. Alright, so back to what I was saying. We're going to take the traditional route that most players are going to take whenever they play the game. We're going to go back to Goodsprings-ish. We're going to go to Prim through Goodsprings. We're going to take the natural progression plot that the developers wanted you to take. And until next time, boys and girls, the pizza.